Yeah, we about to go live.
That's all right. As long as you ain't slow dancing.
Act like you got them skate. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live.
Oh, yeah. Guess who's back? Hey, y'all ain't gonna get tired of me hosting these shows. Hey, it's still Canes Talk Live, but we got something a little special today. Hey, you see me rock? Hey, T, y'all already know. STA, TSU all day. We showing HBCU love. We got coach at the Florida A&M Bethune-Cookman Classic. Something a little different, but we got to pay homage, right? Like Biggie got to pay homage. I'm gonna bring in Coach. Talk to him, Coach. What's up, my brother?
Hey, dog, we all the way live. Let me know y'all can hear me, man. Everything good. We out here at the Classic, man, making it happen. Let me tell you something, bro. Y'all see that Hampton right there, baby?
Ooh.
Ain't nothing like them Pirates. Hey, I done infiltrated. Listen, I done infiltrated the doggone Florida Classic. All these Rattlers around here, all these Wildcats, and I'm the only lone Pirate. Patch eye in this thing, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Let's
man.
go.
Hey,
Let's go.
Listen, I know you've been at a couple different tailgates. You were at the U tailgate earlier in the year, and now you at the Classic. Talk to us about.
Dog, it's crazy, dog.
Talk to me, Coach. You already know.
Listen, I'm gonna take you on a little spin around.
Okay.
Right, I try to get my light right. But
Okay.
let me show you. I try to get the stadium behind me, right? I get it.
Okay.
Dog, look behind me over here. All the tailgate, all the people, all the stuff going on. Right, this is right across the street.
Okay.
If you look this straight down this street, ain't nothing but people everywhere. Bro, this is what HBCUs and these classics mean, man. And for people who have not experienced it, I don't care if you're black, white, ugly, poor, whatever you are. Come to one of these deals and come out here and just see the culture, see the atmosphere. It is exciting. You know, like I say, we're going to always talk about HBCU trash when it comes to the different schools. But at the end of the day, it is all love, right? And you know, you got Bethune-Cookman here, FAMU. It's nuts. You still got that Hampton Pirate in there, if you understand me. So it's all love. I mean, it's vendors everywhere. It's the chat. Dog, I'm going to tell you how these things work, 12, and I know I'm talking because I am a cane juice consumer. Let me tell you something. I'm sitting out here setting up. Guess who had the light right here in front of me?
Who?
My aunt. My own aunt. Shout out to Aunt Connie. She like, hey, baby. And I'm looking like, bro, only can you come. She live in Miami. I live over here. And you meet at the red light. Come on, dog. We doing family reunions as well.
Man, that's awesome. Listen, and we have to shout out the importance of this classic. This is one of the longest standing classics in HBCU history. Hey, since 1925, Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman, one of the two major HBCUs in Florida, has been going head to head. And so, man, listen, it's important for the fan base. It's important for the institution. It's important for the city. From what I understand, Coach, they say the Classic bring at least around 30-something, at least millions to the city each year. And
millions.
It used to be held in Miami. It's been a couple places. It used to be held in Miami years ago. Now it's in Orlando. And so shout out to, listen, if you're an HBCU alumni, you got to be happy for this. I think it's going to be on ESPN today. Go out. Hey, let's get some views. Let's get some likes. We're gonna talk Canes football. We're going to take a little segment out, talk about HBCUs. Y'all see what Dion doing at JSU. It's a homecoming. It's a homecoming every day, Coach.
Every day.
Jackson State. Talk to him, Coach.
Well, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Stand on the corner. Guess who I see? I see my brother I coached with at Miami Jackson Senior High School. Talk to him hard with. That's your mic, dog. Holla at him.
Yes, sir, man. It's a pleasure seeing my big brother. We spent 3-4 years on the sideline together, and I enjoy myself every day with the pleasure of coaching with Coach Nigel Dunn. It was a great idea when they came to Miami Jackson Senior High School to try to turn the program around. I think we did a great job when we was there.
Definitely, man. So talk to us about this classic, what it means for you coming out here, man. I know we always talk about you coming. Just so happened, I'm standing out here in the corner. You walk up on me.
It means a lot. I had a daughter that graduated from FAMU. So every year I get opportunity to come, I get to celebrate the years that she was there and got a degree. So I'm very happy to be a proud parent from FAMU.
I love it, dog. Whit, boy, good to see you, my man. You know, you can hang around, man, anytime. We're going to go on these Canes in a minute. Y'all got the right orange and green. Wrong name, though. Yes, sir, man. Look at that. Walking down the street, I see a dude I coached with, man, 10 years ago. So that's awesome, 12.
Yeah, and also, hey, we got to give a big shout out. I know you're still connected down there to Norland. I had Norland won a championship on them bikes. Talk to us about them bikes a little bit real fast. Go through we get into these Canes, man. What's going on?
I heard, man, they ended up being, I believe it was Booker T for the district title, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong.
Yeah.
Like I said, so much going on, bro. But and like I said, man, I'm the world traveler, bro. I haven't done a live show from home in a month, bro.
Right.
So I was in New Jersey last week. I was in down in Miami for the Florida State game the week before that. And the week before that, I was in the woods hunting Bambi. So, bro, coach on the stroll.
Hey, listen, like I tell people in the chat, y'all got the hardest working YouTuber on this joint. Hey, coach done racked up some freaking flyer miles. Coach done been flying Frontier, Alaskan Air, Sunjet. Coach been on the mission, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Tell everybody coach is at the Classic in Orlando. And shout out to our brother. Y'all know him as Acting Man E, FAMU alumni. He say, "What's up, bros? FAMU running it." Shout out Acting Man E. Get at us, man. Hey, we miss you, brother. I know you down there with Sanaa Lathan on set. I know you down there with Holly Berry on set, but hey,
watch him out. Watch him out. Hey, watch him out.
Shout out.
Leave Holly alone. Leave Holly alone.
Give us a shout out. Hey, Miss Wilcox, we doing good, Miss Wilcox. We doing fine. How you doing, Oracle? So, Coach.
Come on, baby. What you got?
Talk to us.
All right, listen, we live right here, man. We do Canes talk, but we out here at the Classic, man. This is Mike right here. I'll let us right quick, man. What you got going? You selling bags, dog? What you got?
Clip bags, man. The bag collection, man. We only got Wildcat bags that we sold out of the fan. You know how that go, though.
You got Wildcat bags?
Yeah,
y'all ain't got no Hampton bags?
Oh, no, we got them coming. So we got, right now, we got JSU, you know, we got BCU, FAMU, Southern, and Grambling. So this upcoming, you know what I mean? Hey, we're going to have Howard, we got Hampton coming, and we also have TSU.
I love it, man. You got some way to submit it to see Instagram, website.
Yeah, man. So our Instagram, right? The official bag collection. Go on there, you can purchase your bags and also follow College Boutique, and they on there as well too, man. So y'all enjoy y'all homecoming. Enjoy, all right?
I love it, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, that's
all day. It's under Coach Hayes football. Coach Hayes football. Yeah. Like Isaiah, like Coach Hayes. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Check it out. You subscribe. You get it. Okay. All right, appreciate you.
Hey, Coach, you can hear me? Hey, listen.
If I get to talking, I'm saying if I get to talking, mute me out if I got to talk to somebody.
What I wanted to say is that's what it's about, man. Vendors out there. Hey, for all you ladies who want a bag, y'all looking to get y'all bag, get y'all bag up, go holler at my man, Boutique, all right? Get your HBCU bag. We ain't talking about that ooey stuff and, you know, Louis or whatever y'all want to call it, channel.
Yeah.
Go get your HBCU see-through plastic bag. Let's go. What's up, brother Jay Blaze, man? Hey, I'm with you guys.
Well, 12, you know you got to have them bags to go in these stadiums, so it's good to pick one up. It's good to pick one up.
That's an ingenious idea. You got to have them see-through because we want everybody to be safe and sound. We got 107 in the chat. Get the likes up. So, Coach, let's talk Canes football. I know that's where everybody don't hear for the talk Canes football. Hey, listen, we'll get back to the Classic in a little while.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Coach, hey, everybody, y'all know V12 always got something for y'all. I'm doing it like this, y'all. Get the likes up. I got something special for y'all. So last week, I got my mojo back. Everybody said, Blaze say they like this, they like V12. Hey, Snell said they like this V12 where I've been. Coach, I got my mojo back. So, hey, listen, Coach, watch this. Everybody, you know what this say?
Why not us?
Why not today is why not us? Y'all see that? Hey, and I ain't never put a poster up in my life, except for elementary. And we're going on that note today, Coach. Why not us? Talk to me, Coach.
Listen, why not us, man? It's gonna be a lot of us. It's gonna have to be a lot of us in that fight. They gotta tell you that, man. A lot been going on with the Canes. We already know Thad Franklin has just entered the transfer portal. That's been breaking news. Mario Cristobal came out and told parents that if they don't like what their kids playing, their son's playing time, they come pick them up, right? Come pick them up. So, like I say, the coach is being set. I think he's laying down the rules and the foundation. And, you know, unfortunately, I hate to say it this way, but this will be a minor setback to what we're doing because after the first year has come, now you're implementing these rules. What happens? What happens? Now you have to reestablish all these rules again. You have to rebuild the culture. You got to change the mindset of these young men, and it doesn't happen overnight, you know. And so you have to go through games to kind of see who you are, build who you are. And I love the fact we're playing at Clemson today because it gives our players an opportunity to find out who we really are, right? Late in the season, gonna play a tough game. Clemson pissed off because they lost to Notre Dame or somebody last week. And let's see who's gonna step up. Let's see who's gonna step up and who's gonna stand out. Those are the two things we're looking for today.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. Listen, everybody, Florida State was supposed to be our Super Bowl. Everybody has a litmus test. And like I said, you know, I was thinking about it, man. I was like, you know what, Coach? We play with some fire on the road. I don't know if I get that sense. We've been playing pretty well on the road. And if people can shock us, why can't we shock other teams? And it can be done. It's been shown that Clemson, they're beatable, and they're not, and they're not the Clemson of old. You know, they're not this other Clemson with these other guys who are running the ball and you know the running back, the Etienne and all those guys. They do have talent, and they do have a great coaching staff, and they got a good quarterback. But I think if we come and play our game today, limit the turnovers, and give a great effort, it could be a different situation, Coach.
No, I totally agree. And the deal is, 12, regardless, every year pieces change, right? And I know we're used to seeing, what's up, baby? Hey, hold on, man. This is what the classic do. What's up with you, man? You good? Everything good? What you got in that cup, man? Say cane juice. There you go. You got a little, it's green, too. It's green. That's what I'm talking about. Look, mine orange, yours green. We got that cane juice. How everything going, baby?
Yeah, I'm a fourth year at USF as industrial engineering.
I love it, bro. Hey, come on, get on this thing, man. We live right now, man. Tell them you're a fourth year what?
Fourth year industrial engineering major at USF.
I love it, brother. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. Yes, sir. Good to see you too, baby. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, man. Look at it. Well, I'm out here coaching them. I'm gonna stand on the block like you know, and people walk by, coaches, players, former players walk by, industrial engineer at USF. But back to my point.
Blessings.
Yeah, and see, that's what coaching all about too, bro. Like the NFL, that's great. That's a very small piece of what coaches do when it comes to high school. But things like that, man, right? Football instills discipline in young men to do certain things. You gotta be disciplined being engineer, man. You don't want no building falling down on you. You know what I mean? Right. But anyway, let me go back off my rant. But people talk about Clemson, and pieces change all the time, right? You have pieces that change. Players come, players go. Clemson is still 9-1. Let's not get that twisted, right? They play some good ball. It may not be what we're used to seeing Trevor Lawrence back there and seeing how efficient it is. But at the end of the day, the only stat that matters is the win-loss column. And that's what they're still good at. They're 9-1. What are they ranked number 7 now or something like that? I believe something to that effect.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we got to play them. Like, I mean, they're not. You know, we go into their home field. They have home field advantage. Like, there's no way we're going to sit up here and not put a great effort. I think some of the keys to the game is we're going to have to slow them down, Coach. Because, you know, listen, the score prediction, they got us what? They got Clemson
19, I believe.
Almost 20. So if you think about it, they're saying that Clemson's going to beat us by 3 touchdowns. Now, why not us? That's the theme for the day. And sometimes you got to put pressure on some of these teams. A lot of unranked teams beat ranked teams before. I think we go in there and we slow the game down, Coach. Now, we do know they have a dynamic running back. We're going to talk about Shipley. But also, the quarterbacks, every time you want to have difficulty in games, it's been mobile quarterback. He's a big quarterback. Talk about DJ and what he brings to that Clemson offense.
I mean, he's had some struggles, but he's gotten a lot better. He actually lost some weight in the offseason, so he's a little more mobile than he was before. He's throwing the ball a lot better now than he was at the end of last year and the beginning of this year. Hold on, I got that boom patrol passing. I don't know if it's messing up the sound. But anyhow, he ain't gotta like coaches that had it back in the day in the Blazers. Listen, coaches that had that Blazers with them 4-10 kickers trying to tell you, boy, hey, I had the president of the university come out and say, son, you done lost your damn mind. Why you riding through here at 1 o'clock in the morning playing that loud boot music? Hey, I was on that Master P. Hey, tell the club up, 666 Mafia, all that stuff. But anyhow, to DJ, man, he's throwing the ball well. He's doing a good job. And if he messes up, they got a pretty good backup guy in Cade Klubnik, if I'm saying his last name correctly. So I think they're going to be okay. We have to coach today. We have to coach today. At this point, at game 8 or 9, you know who your players are. By game 8 or 9, you know what your players can and cannot do. Now, you have to take the wheel over, take it off cruise control, and you have to navigate this ship as a coaching staff and as a head coach to, like I say, get the kids to play. You know that this kid is a fighter for 4th and 1. You know if this kid is scared to go across the middle. You know if this kid is scared to do certain things or he's great at doing certain things. So let's maximize all of those, right? Maximize their strengths, and let's minimize their weaknesses today.
Okay, I think that's a great point because I do give the edge in coaching to Dabo. Established coach, been there before, been in these big games. And I know he's going to have his team ready. What does our quarterback need to do in order to get this offense going?
Not try to do too much. Do what's asked of you. Take care of the football and play the game. That's it. Let your instincts take over. Once your mind takes over, you lose because your mind can't think fast as the opponent is coming. So what he has to do is, back to coaches, whatever Ja'Curry does well, let's maximize that. Minimize the things where we have to put him in bad situations, right? Hold on, I got a U fan. Come here, dog. We call Canes Talk Live right now. I'm at the Classic. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Are you a Cane fan?
I'm a Canes. We live on YouTube right now.
There we go.
See what I say? What I say? Canes Talk Live. He got his Canes shirt on at the Florida Classic.
Representing
the Canes, man.
The Canes, baby, all day long.
Let me talk to me, man, real quick. I was talking about DJU. We had the Florida Classic. Sorry for interrupting my point. But real quick, bro, what's your thoughts on the Canes this year, as well as the game today with Clemson?
So I think the Canes this year, we absolutely suck. So we suck for a number of reasons. And then one of the reasons is we just don't have the talent that we should have. And I think the biggest problem that we have is keeping our talent in South Florida, keeping our homegrown talent in South Florida. I think you give Mario Cristobal a couple of years so he can start recruiting, and it's going to change. So and I think as well as once we decide on who our quarterback is, that's going to change who we are as a team.
I love it, man. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Panama City, Florida, born and raised, baby.
So did you go to FAM? Did you go to FAM?
My daughter.
Okay, your daughter went to FAM.
No, not FAMU. She went to the U.
She went to the U.
Yeah.
Awesome,
so
bro.
That's why, man.
That's awesome. I'm not gonna hold you, man. I know you're having fun. Thank you for stopping by, bro.
I appreciate
Check
it, man.
us out, Coach Hayes Football, man, on YouTube. We Canes fan. We break down players.
I'm in a referee in Virginia Beach. I'm an official.
I went to Hampton, man. We gotta hit me up on. Hey, man, mute me out, 12. Mute me out. But yeah, man, we gotta talk, man, because like I said,
I thought I would coach. He working, networking the whole 9. So listen, trucking with Trey for the 199. Is the playbook open for JB11? That's a good question, and that comes back to coaching. We seen the young man get a start last week. Here's my thing: we have to play with a mentality that we have nothing to lose. So JB, that's trucking with Trey. That's a great point. JB11, Ja'Curry has to play. He has nothing to lose. We're not playing for any championship. We're playing for probably a bowl game. At this particular point in time, the coaches, they have to open the playbook. Whether he throws 5 touchdowns or 5 picks, we got to send the ball down the field. We have to make sure that Clemson put some kind of fear in Clemson. Now, I'm not sure Listen, a lot of people were questionable for today. Paris questionable. They're saying TBD may be questionable. So I'm not sure who's gonna be in the backfield, but we know we got a healthy Rooster, and I'm looking for a lot of production from Rooster. And I think it's time for number 7. I think he done been working his way back in. Let's get with Streppel going again. What you say, Coach?
Yeah, no, I totally agree, man. But I'm gonna finish that point, man. Like I said, I see a U fan. I had grab. But anyhow, to the point about Curry, we got to maximize his strengths, minimize the weaknesses that he had in order for him to be successful. Play your game, bro. Do what you do well. Don't think too much. You see it, believe your eyes. There's no magic tricks out there. There's no magicians out there, right? You see the safety rolling down, take the coaching. If coach tell you the safety roll down, throw it over the top, throw it over the top. If you see the guy bailing out, throw it underneath. Take the coaching. Don't be a hero, right? Because I used to tell my players this all the time in football. Heroes have 2 things out of them, right? Books and movies. That's it, because they all dead, right? They're always a hero because they end up dying somewhere at the end. Don't be a hero. Play within the system. Play within the team. You understand? And then you write your story that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, you a coach. You've been in this situation before. Expectations. Just like in the beginning, we have, like you said, you know who you about to roll with right now. You got your Curry, you got Garcia in the back in case you need him.
Right.
You're not sure about TBD. But you know the offensive line played decent last week, pretty good. And the defense is getting better over time. But we have to minimize the play of DJ. The legs always kill us from less talented quarterbacks. And what happens is we have to be able to tackle. That's a big guy, about 230, 6'4". That's not a small quarterback. So we have to be able to get him on the ground and make him become a passer. He throws the ball okay. His legs are better than his arm. He has to make him one-dimensional.
Yeah, you know, like I said, it's one of those things, man. We got to play a team game. And when it comes to the defensive side, their defense against our offense, they love to blitz. They're very exotic with their blitzes, right? A guy may line away in the D gap and wrap all the way around. Like it's so much. There's so much going on with their defense. So our offensive line, which we've already talked about, is decimated. We have to get those guys to understand and lighten the load. If you understand what I'm saying, you know what I mean. You got to get those guys to point them out. Take your time. Make sure you identify who's the mic, who's coming, who's doing those different things. I'm not sure if that's too loud for you guys. My man out here, he's banging out hard with the. That boy got old Chevy right there, box Chevy, dog. Back in the day, I give him his love right quick. There you go, little box Chevy.
Nice.
Boy got the hey, that boy got them club boys on that too. He ain't got them dog boys on that.
Clean paint on that thing.
Yeah.
Man, listen, so, I think that we have to be able to contain that running back too. Now he talking about a dog, Shipley, almost 1,000-yard rushing. But here's the key. 12 touchdowns. And I think Harrison Hunt may be out. Who has to play that game? You need that run stopper to clog that hole.
Everybody. You gotta get. It's a team effort, bro. You gotta get to the football. Like when you get guys that are good at Shipley, you get guys that. If you're a Power 5 running back in this game today, bro, you have to game tackle because they know how to create enough space, enough opportunity, a little wiggle, and they gone. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what happens in this deal, man. Those are the type of things that we have to get back to the game tackling like we did. And I preached about that earlier in the season. We got to get at least 7, 8 people to the ball.
Easily. And we have to wrap up. We have to be able to wrap up. They putting up points, Coach. They averaging about 30-some points a game.
And listen, Will Shipley, I broke his takedown when he was coming out of high school. He's tough, bro. He's tough cat, man. He's got an old school feel to him. Like, you know, the old, what they call it, the blue collar feel, man. The hard hat, bring the hard hat to work. You know, nothing razzle dazzle about him, nothing flashy, but he makes plays. So we got to be able to contain him and be able to punish him through game tackling.
Okay, so from a coach's perspective, whole week of preparation for this big game in South Carolina, what is the major theme? I'm going into your mind. What's the major theme going into a game like this?
So you have to eliminate big plays, right? That's been hurting us year in and year out. That is something that I don't care what anybody says. Everybody has their own quote unquote playbook. But there's a reason you watch film. You watch film simply for what? To see what other teams have done to your opponent, but also to see what your opponent does to other teams, right? We have been inconsistent. I have to be very honest. I'm calling a spade right here at the Florida Classic. For y'all that's watching, I'm on the corner of Church in Tampa. So y'all come holler at your boy, man. I got the best peanut man in the game. But anyway, long story short, what you have to end up doing is those opponents are going to look at things. So for defensively, you got to eliminate the big plays. Do that two ways. On the back end, when it comes to passing, we got to communicate properly, right? Once you communicate and everybody's on the same page, we okay. From the run standpoint, we got to game tackle dudes. All right, that's defensive. Offensively, we got to find out how can we manipulate them. How can we manipulate the offense through formation and motion? And that's something that we saw last week against Georgia Tech. You saw them go from a 4 wide to an empty set. You saw them motion guys in and wham block. That's something we have not really seen from the Hurricanes this season. You saw a little bit last week, and I hope they actually turn up on that some more, man.
Yeah, man, great points, Coach. Let me ask you a question. Is there a difference? Because from what I understand, Kevin Steele used to coach for Dabo before he had Venables. They used to coach together. So what's that
I believe so.
Yeah, so what's that dynamic like when you got two former coaches going against each other? How does that play into the equation of this ball game?
It's not much, man. I mean, it's bragging rights and it's, you know, the normal talk your trash, but you're going to play your game. You know, you're going to do your thing. Of course, you know, when they put, this coach against that coach, yeah, everybody want to beat. I don't care who in front of you. If your mama was lined up and she had different colors on, you want to beat her too. So at the end of the day, I mean, that's more of a media deal about who coaches with who, or who wants to beat who. You know, like the Kirby Smart versus Nick Saban. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you want to get those wins. You want to be able to take down the teacher, right? You know, like I said, the teacher and the student. You want to be able to take the teacher down, and I get it. But at the end of the day, you won't take the teacher down if you don't prepare properly.
Yeah, I think sometimes you take a look at it and people make a lot more a bigger deal out of it than what it really is. But at the same time, it's almost like a teacher and a student, or sensei and a student. You always want to get the best of the person who taught you. So does Dabo shift his thinking? Does he shift his play calling, knowing Kevin Steele's background, Kevin Steele's history?
Well, he's going to shift it, yeah, but based on the gameplay, right? Based on footage, based on film study, scouting report, right? Just because you coach with a guy, like I said, I'm not the same guy I was 10 years ago. I'm not running the same plays. I may have some of those, but you may look at his mentality and say, okay, Kevin Steele is an aggressive guy. He's a man cover type guy. He's a exotic blitz guy, right? So you may take his philosophy in consideration, but to prepare for him, you have to see what he has done lately. In the words of Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. I'm sorry, I got loose.
So the battle gonna be where? In the trenches today. So we know that Clemson, they got a fantastic, aggressive D-line. Our O-line is decimated with a lot of injuries. What do we need to do to hold up?
You got to formation them, guys. That's the only way. That's the only way to hide offensive linemen in this. You have to. I mean, you can't stop the D-line from just dominating an offensive line because that's just what they are. Defensive line don't necessarily care about formation. But if you can eliminate a person or two through formation and keeping the blitz and linebackers, because they do a lot of exotic blitz, they do a lot of things with those guys. So if you can eliminate a 5-man pass rush or a 6-man deal through your formation and kind of keep them confused, we'll have a better chance with the one-on-one fight in the trenches. I hope that makes sense to what I'm talking about.
Right. And from a blitz perspective, I'm looking for Brown to grow up today. This is going to be his introduction. Georgia Tech, Power 5, but this is his introduction.
That was orientation. Georgia Tech was orientation.
There you go.
Today is your introduction.
Introduction into big-time football. However, if you want to talk about a great carryover from last week to this week, would be the blitz pickup. To your point, Clemson, they do a lot of blitzing, but like I pointed out last week, Rooster did step up, and he made a lot of nice blocks on the blitz. And then Brown, being poised, was good enough to recognize the blitzes and call them out and put them in the appropriate area. Do we need more of that today?
Definitely. Like I talked about it, definitely. We definitely have to, that's part of his job. You're a quarterback. Your job is to help protect yourself so you can stand up. You can't play this game on the ground. So, and he's done that. I saw him do that. I saw him make some adjustments. I saw him where he told Rooster, go block him, pointed over. Hey, you go block him. Hey, you go block him. So I saw him do that. Now we have to be smart as coaches and not throw too much on the plate. You can't throw too much on the plate. You put too much on the plate, you can't consume it all, right? So therefore, you can get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that's something he has to make sure we understand. He's still a freshman, man. Still a freshman.
Yeah, but also you have to be able to put some extra on him because
no, of course, but I'm talking about you just can't throw it at him. Yeah, what I'm saying is you just can't go. You can't give him a Thanksgiving plate right now. He got to get like a birthday plate. You know what I mean? A little extra. You know what I mean? That kind of plate. You can't get that Thanksgiving with a Chinette leaning over about to break. You got to put 2 up underneath so you don't lose your plate.
Is JB the starter? To my understanding, he is the starter. If anybody knows anything different in the chat, just drop it in there. The scouting, the injury report, I think it said TBD was questionable, and I haven't heard anything different. Y'all want to drop it in the chat? Let me know if that's your understanding that JB 11 is still starting this week, and we'll go from there.
Right. Real quick, just let people know if anybody watching. I know Insane DW said he was gonna be up here. I'm not sure if he's watching. I didn't have a chance to put it on Twitter, but I'm on the corner of Church and Tampa right now. It's going down. I want to say that's the the northwest corner of the stadium. So you guys more than welcome to come holler at us. I'll be here, man. We're gonna enjoy this deal, and we're gonna definitely make it happen, man. But I do want to do this before we get started. I need 4 more before I can give out my man. So I need 200 people in the chat before I go ahead and do my thing. But go ahead.
Yeah. So somebody said that Kevin Steele was the coordinator when was in to put up 70 on Clemson and Dabo fired him. That may not bode well, but we'll good point. Hey, listen, but like Coach State, people change, man. People reinvent themselves. So I hope this ain't the same Kevin. This ain't the same Steele today. We ain't looking at 70. Whew. He may not be around long. We get 70 today. But I don't anticipate that. I anticipate with all those Hall of Famers on the sideline that we're going to have something for Clemson today from a defensive standpoint. Fingers crossed. Like I said, hey, listen, why not us? You never know. Hey, games are iffy that way. You go in there, somebody break a shoestring here, somebody tear a jersey there, and we right back in the ball game. Remember, y'all, a lot of these teams now, they go into these games saying we got a dub because we playing Miami for the most part. Overconfident. We get in there, we play our game. Hopefully, Gaddis and Mario could bring out the best coaching this season. We need that going forward, Coach.
Nah, listen, I agree with you, man. We're going to give love to the old school. You know the Miami boy, how we do the Chevy, old school Chevys right there. So we got the old school Chevys in the building. All right. But real quick, I have to say this, man. You're 100% right. Hopefully, God, they don't put 70 up on it. They put 70 on the board. Coach going to be consuming a lot of cane. Don't just say anything like that. But always, man, you messed me up with that 70-12. No, they throw a 70, I'm going to be hot. Listen, bro, I'm going to be hot, cuz. I'm going to be hot. But what was your question, man? Cane Juice got it.
No, go ahead. Let's keep moving. What did I actually? The Canes just
I don't know.
got you going. It's all right.
Oh,
So
hey, shout out to Hampton University in the building, home of the Patch Eye. We ain't playing them games. We got 201. That's all I needed. Big shout out right here. See this guy right here? That's my man, Alex Tabio. He sponsors this show each and every week. Appreciate him. Anything you got to do with home financing, make sure you check out Alex Tabio. Listen, 305-205-1697. That lets you know he an old school cat. He still got a 305 number like Coach do. Coach still got a 305 number. Let me tell you something. Got a great program for you Canes. 100% financing, 12. 100% financing, 12. All you got to do is bring your closing costs. You don't need your 20% down for your PMI. You don't have to go in there with 80,000. Just some closing costs, and they might work with you with that. But here go the best part. All you need is a 640, cuz a 640 credit score, and they might be able to work with you. If you ain't got a 640 and you're a grown person, dog, you better stop buying that Gucci. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And stop paying them credit cards back.
absolutely. So we mentioned it previously, Coach. Frierson, from what I understand, has entered the transfer portal. You got Thad, he out of here. What is the morale, do you think, how you view the morale of the football team, seeing guys who they went to battle with on the football field, saying, we out of here today. We out of here. We're going to enter. Does that what kind of effect does that have on the football team as a whole? Knowing that these guys, I know Frierson, this year he didn't play a lot. Thad played a little bit more than Frierson. But these guys are on their way out. How does that affect?
You know,
go ahead, Coach.
No, I'm sorry. You know what's funny, man? I think it affects the team based on how the team like the individual. If the team doesn't like the person, they don't care he left. They might be happy that he's leaving. I'm not saying that's the case in these two guys. I'm just talking about when people leave a situation, right? We all got a job. That's that one coworker we don't like. When they decide to get a promotion, we're more happy for them than they are for themselves, because we want them gone, right? They're a problem, they're this, they're that. But if we really like the person, or we like what they do, and we feel like they can contribute, then it is a little hurtful. And I don't know. I believe Frierson, I have to say this, I believe Frierson was well liked by the team. I remember him pulling the whole team up when he had the purple beads in the back of his head. And he was telling them, guys, let's go. And if people didn't like you or respect you, they wouldn't have huddled around you and listened to what you had to say, just because you said, listen to me. So that right there told me something about Frierson. And unfortunately, he has to do what he has to do best for him and his family. But to me, that was kind of hurtful. Like, that was a potential leader that we lost. Think about it. Remember, he was standing on the bleachers, and he's telling the team, I don't know what exactly he's saying, and everybody's got their eyes up, and they're engaged in his conversation, and they're engaged in his talk. For Thad Franklin, again, I don't know his disposition on the team. I don't know, how he was liked or not liked. But I'll go ahead and just say this. I'll just simply say that if guys are leaving, there's two moments that's happening. There's an uh-oh moment. Oh, we got a Miami Hurricane lady coming here. I might see if I can grab her right now. But now they're going inside. She just wore. She ain't no hurricane. She just wore because of orange and green. But anyway, those are the things I'm saying, 12, that at the end of the day, if Thad leaves and they don't like him, if Frierson leaves and they don't like him, they're like, yeah, cool, whatever. He wasn't doing it anyway. But one thing about it, these players know the truth. We don't. We're speculating. These players know, and this is strictly, I'm not going to say the name. If John Doe was in practice and he was half-A-ing it in practice, and he decides to go to the transfer portal, guess what these players going to say? He should have went to the transfer portal. He sucked. But if he balling out, giving his all, blah, 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 he goes to the transfer portal, I think that hurts a little bit more. So I'll leave it like that. I'm not going to say a particular name because I don't want to say I'm talking about the gentleman, but if that's the case, then that's kind of what it is.
Yeah, and from a coaching perspective, look at this. We got to give Mario his credit for being, initially he was very political with kind of not, if the team wasn't, some of the players weren't buying in, right? But as the season progressed, what's going on, Coach? Cane fan?
Oh, no, Somebody said turn around. I turned around.
You got a Canes fan behind you?
I don't know. Now somebody said turn around, so I turned around. I thought y'all saw somebody did. Go ahead.
Okay. So as the season progressed, I guess, as it kind of got bad, he started to say, hey, there's some players who may not be here to the end of the season. And now he's a little bit more forceful, and you got to respect that. If we're trying to build a program, we're trying to get a program back to where we close to being competitive. True. Consistency, continuity. I mean, guys, we always start in the top 25 by the end of the season. When put in the chat, when has the last time the U has started off, and I think it probably only time was with Rick, even before Rick, we started off and stayed within the top 25. We always going up and down. And so this man is trying to say, hey, look, like he said, the U is back, but what he said, to work. Now, I've been very hard on Mario, but I've always said, like the brother said earlier, Canes fans say, listen, give him his due. He deserves as many years as Manny had, as Golden had, as Randy Shannon had. He deserved those years to see what he can do. So I respect what he's doing, and because sometimes, it's a new age, coach. You can't talk to these guys no more like that. Their parents get upset. You get on social media, you get blasted, this and that. Talk to us about the discipline he's trying to instill, and just being at this point, he's being, hey, look, he calling a straight shooter.
Yeah, I mean, he is, right? I mean, listen, he made it as clear as day. Listen, if you're not happy with what your son's playing time, come pick him up. And I was the same way. Don't ever come to me talking about your kid's playing time unless you at practice and you see him putting in work. Right? Don't tell him why he ain't playing. Now don't question me why he not playing. Guess what? You'll take less days, you'll take off work for less. Take a day off work and come out there and see why your son ain't playing. Because when we're doing kickoff, we're doing special team, he want to play in the water, right? When he want to do this, he want to do something else. So guess what? That's what it is. So I'm with Cristobal in this fashion, right? Let's weed out what we don't want in that case, right? And I think he's doing it kind of in a non-PC way. Most coaches going in a PC way, and they kind of, for lack of better terms, man, screw the kids over because they don't just tell them, I don't want you, right? They let them stay around, waste another year, don't play them, it creates confusion because people are scared of conflict. This dude coming in took his shot at Cavacito. Hey, bro, time for you to dip, my man.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. And it goes to show you, Now, I will say this about Cristobal. Now, I'll put this out here. He has to be consistent with this message. I'm not saying he's not. But where he will lose the team, and I want people to hear this clearly, it's almost like having your own child. When you told him you're going to whip his behind, you better whip his behind. Because if you don't, then he think you're playing with him, right? If you told your son, hey, when we get to the house, I'm going to tear your behind up. That whole ride home, he thinking, Lord have mercy, it's going to be bad. And then when you get home, y'all playing Xbox. Or he think daddy a joke. So I'm going to say this about Cristobal. If you set a standard, all right, and I'm not saying he's not going to do this, but if you set a standard, if it's good for the 15 dude, it's got to be good for the first team. That's all I want to say. Because if you don't do it to the first team guy, you'll lose the rest of the team. And the rest of the team is the heartbeat of your team. Yeah, the star player is good. The difference makers I talk about are good. The game changers I talk about are good. But the heart and soul of your team are the unknown guys, the journeymen. And if you don't do it to them, you'll lose your team, especially in this fragile state.
Yeah, I agree with that, Coach. And I know you like to highlight this, Coach, and I want to reiterate this as well. Just because a kid decides to go to the transfer portal, they're not bad people. So like that's somebody, we wishing Thad Franklin the best. If Ryerson end up going, we wish all these young men the best. Because guess what? First is about education. Transfer, get your education. Football is second. So these guys leave. Guess what? Their time may have just been up at this university. But guess what? Now the NCAA has allowed people to go where they want to go. And it's like saying, hey, if my job is I can transfer And I ain't happy, or I ain't getting no playing time. I ain't happy, and I'm not getting any playing time, and I can leave and I roll. They shouldn't be mad at me for rolling. So listen, we wish all the players the best. Someone asked, I think Keyshawn leaves? I think Keyshawn stays. You know, I think he's a Miami guy. I think that he'll work through it. I mean, the receiving core is pretty much loaded. You know, you get nothing but better. Restrepo was young. Kobe is young. No pun intended. We have a whole bunch of, you know, young up and coming receivers. So it's about competition. It's about fighting. And I think Keyshawn stays. I don't see Keyshawn going anywhere right now.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Keyshawn is gone. I think he's gone. My personal opinion, I just think he's gone. I believe there was so much heat with what came out with his mom and her tweet. It's now become a distraction. Excuse me, I was allergic to that bullshit. But when the Bethune-Cookman people walk past me in the FAMU, I handle the pirate, baby. Sorry. But anyhow, I truly believe Keyshawn is gone. He's a West Coast guy, right? When you're 3,000, 4,000 miles away from home and it's uncomfortable for you, I mean, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the blessings of that. I'm a student.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
like I say,
yeah.
you know, so I just think that, you know, and again, you got teams out there that definitely will take them. You have the USCs, you have the Oregons, you have the whoever. He's from San Diego, so there's a lot of guys out there that definitely take him.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll leave. If he goes, I don't think it'll be in the next couple of games, maybe after the season.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. That's
okay.
Correct. That's it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's
absolutely good. So man, listen, we close. We definitely close, man. Talk to us about this halftime show coming up, man. Get us a little halftime. What you looking forward to with that halftime show?
Listen, man, I heard the Battle of the Bands was huge last night at the Amway Center. That's where the Orlando Magic plays. They had a huge halftime. I mean, a Battle of the Bands, brought some high school teams in and did all of that kind of stuff. So I thought that was huge. Of course, you know, halftime, you come to the HBCU game, baby, you better go get your food in the second quarter or the third quarter. Don't leave at halftime because you're going to miss the show. All right? Because there's two things. There's a football game going on and a band competition going on. So it's two fights at once. So you better understand that when you come to the HBCU. That's what it's going to be. And again, the March 100, one of the most known and well-known bands in the land, Bethune-Cookman as well. They both, I don't know if they both, but I know definitely FAMU has performed at the White House, overseas, in different countries. I mean, shout out to them, man, for what they do. And it is what it is, man. But matter of fact, I see Peanut on here. Look at this. Peanut on here talking that. Don't be mad because y'all band be talking about heel toe. Get out of here with that jump, Peanut. You look, I ain't got my button. Slap that dude, man.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, listen, you got somebody coming in?
Yeah. I got my man Vic right here. Bring one of them bags with you. Gotta let him see you. My man Vic right here. Let me tell you something, boy. He got the hottest peanuts in the game. Vic, talk to us, baby.
Yes, sir. I got the regular and the Cajun peanut.
Hold him up.
The regular and the Cajun. I got what you need here.
Hey, he hit Coach up early. I was in the car passing by, right? He hit me up for the 5-piece. I say, I got to have them. He said, give me a thumbs up out the window if they good. Couldn't even get to the corner, but I almost lost a thumb and the horn. Beep. Vic, yes, talk to us, man. You a football fan?
Oh, yeah, definitely a football fan.
What does it mean for these classics? I know you come out here as a vendor, but what is it for these classics, man? What does it mean for you? Because you say you were for Gainesville, right?
Right.
And I know you're a Gator fan. I'm going to talk to y'all too next, lady. So they turn around quick and say Gainesville. But anyway, I'm a Cane fan. You know that.
Yes, sir.
And you a Baby Lizard fan.
Listen, I'm a Florida fan, period. You know what I'm saying?
So tell us how trash y'all are.
Now, trash y'all now. I can't tell you that because I'll be lying. I don't want to be lying going live. You know what I'm talking about?
I got you.
Yes, sir. But I like the Canes, though, you know, down south. Actually, my people from down south.
Okay.
Broward County. So,
good.
You know, so that's in my blood. So I'm kind of like borderline.
I like it.
I'll take that. Yes, sir.
I'll take that. But real quick, man, we on the corner of Church and Tampa, man.
Okay.
Vic, you standing right out here, got the boiled peanuts, got the cold drinks, man. And
yes,
sir. They good. I had
got the Jello shots.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
What else you got in there?
Yeah, I got the Jello shot, got the syringe shots, and I got the little shot glass. You know, got what you need.
Hey, that's one thing about it.
One
Boy, we
stop shop.
entrepreneurs, if you understand.
Oh yeah, the hustle never stop.
The hustle never stop. I love it, man. So, Vic, man, appreciate you. Unfortunately, you wear blue and orange instead of orange and green. It ain't your fault. Everybody got to have competition, and that's
yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I
I
can put on a green hat with it.
like it.
Okay.
I like it. Vic,
All right,
appreciate
yes,
you.
sir. Stay safe. All right, y'all be safe out
Yes,
there.
sir.
Peace.
Thank you, man.
Hey,
Big shout out to Big Man. Yeah.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Vic say, Trick, I got my shots. Oh, Vic say, Trick, I got my shot. Hey, he say he got a syringe. He an old school doctor. Hey, he old school. He say he got a syringe for y'all ladies. Hey, ladies, if a man say he got a syringe for you, hey, no ifs, ands, or maybes. Yeah,
unless she's a hater.
Hey, you got to start moving. He say he got a syringe for you. That don't sound, I don't know. That sound like some old school stuff right there, Coach.
So that boy said, I'm gonna take your shot and get it to you, straight to the veins, boy. But anyway, man, that was good, man. Good talking. Brother out here, he's selling them up, man. His vendors everywhere out here, man. And just people, man. You love to see the atmosphere. And unfortunately, I want to say it was last week, Jones High School. So that's the kind of equivalent to Miami Northwestern High School here in Orlando, which is literally straight down this street, about a half a mile. So Jones could actually walk to the stadium if you went to Jones High School. And a young man got killed out there at a football game last week, man. And that's just so unfortunate. And we got to do better, right? In a sense, I know we always say we got to do better, but we have to do better, man. Look at this. I mean, atmosphere, the weather's great, just a little cool. Coach got his jacket on, but I mean, everybody part in from different places, coming in from all parts of the state, different states, representing the school or just hanging out, man. You know, you didn't even have to be an alumni. Hey, you may have sent your kid to that school. So guess what? Y'all got my money. Y'all gonna get my support at the thing too. So that's what it is. But
yeah, and it's
beautiful atmosphere.
Yeah, we'll talk about and on that note, it's been a tragic week, a couple weeks for college football. We gotta make sure we keep our thoughts and prayers with the 3 young men who lost their lives in Charlottesville. But yeah, very, very senseless act of violence. Man, we got to start denouncing this senseless act of violence. And it happened on the college campus, and it was football players. But there are people who are not known, people who are not popular. We need to denounce this senseless act of violence. So today they canceled the game, I believe, against Coastal Carolina. They canceled the game.
Yes.
And having a vigil. So, our thoughts and prayers. I mean, it's a college family, and no one. What a heartbreak. So again, we want to send our thoughts from the Canes Talk Live and Coach Hayes Football and 12. We want to definitely remember those young men. I mean, coming back from a plague. I mean, come on, like it's just unreal. So again, can't get on. So I just want to make sure we acknowledge that and know that we stand with UVA, with their fans and the relatives and the friends.
No, definitely, man. Like I said, I mean, we see it all over the place. And unfortunately, those things happen, unfortunately, but got to find ways to resolve our differences. Hey, man, if y'all feel that bad, go throw the helmet on, man, and get out there and play the sand lot. Lay a cat out, man. But anyhow, yeah, that's what it is. I wish you was here, 12, bro, the atmosphere. When we retired, dog, I already told you what the plan is. What's the plan, 12?
Oh, we're gonna get our Winnebago and we're gonna go.
We'll get an RV and we ride.
We're gonna hang out like the Golden Girls down in somewhere in Panama City Beach. We're just gonna be hanging out. You know what I mean? Hey, go call us the Golden Boys. We just be down there.
Thank you for being a friend.
Hey, we call us the Golden Boys. But listen, I know you got some fun ahead of you. Hey man, get one of them. Hey, what's the big? I know up in Tennessee when we have our classes. Hey, the big thing is that fried fish. Hey, everybody talk about bands, Jukebox and BCC and fam. Hey, we got a band for y'all. We call it Aristocrats. Hey, don't get it twisted. Shout out Eddie George, TSU Tigers. Aristocrats. Y'all already know that. We high society. We aristocrats. All right. So what's one of the biggest dishes down there at the Classic in Orlando? We like the fried fish. Fried.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The white. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Everything is up here because Florida is so crazy, and people know this one. Well, I don't have to tell people from Florida what Florida's like. But for people, maybe some people in this chat that's not from here, you got to remember we got down south. So we got our Bahamian and Jamaican brothers that do the conch. They've come up here with their venue. You got, of course, the ribs. You got the fish. You got. I'm looking right here, the sign that says crawfish. You got all type of fried fish. You got lemonade. We got smoothie. I mean, everything. Fried ribs. They got deep fried ribs up there. You got whatever you want, man. Griot. I saw a little Haitian restaurant. We got the Jamaicans out there, one boys from the yard. What they got? The Aki and salt fish.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. And somebody said they were looking for some beef patties, but I ain't see a beef patties. But I think I know a dude that could do beef patties. But I had to call him and see if he's willing to be a vendor next year. But
okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
man.
Man, they got the jerk chicken. They got. I mean, you name it, they have it, bro. From seafood, crawfish, to the American standard of the barbecue ribs and fried fish, man. Boiled peanuts. Come on, you know that's a Southern thing. Boiled peanuts right there.
Yeah. Hey, he said he got the Cajun boiled peanut. That's a new one, Coach.
Boy, I've been on occasion, boy.
Oh yeah, okay. The Cajun. I hear you. Cajun.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so listen.
Hey, and for real, if they put that turkey neck in there, it's really over, boy. If they put that ham hock or that turkey neck in them doggone beef on them peanut. Boy, look here, boy. Gonna hurt somebody.
Nice. So, man, like I know we about to wrap this thing up. We close to that 1 hour mark. The game's the game is at 3:30. And guess what, y'all? No, I'm talking about
I'm sorry, our game. Yes, our game is 3:30. Yes,
3:30 for the Clemson Miami game. 2 o'clock for the FAMU Bethune game.
Yes,
Coach. Okay.
Yes.
Guess what, y'all? Let's give it up for ESPN. We are now back on primetime TV, guys. No more Bally Sports South. No more streaming. We back on prime time, and so we about to prime time. The Canes are about to shine. Look, man. Like I said, Coach, why not us? Why not us? Right. So, with that being said, everybody in the chat, predictions right now.
Right now, throw them in there.
Hey, as soon as the game is over, Miami game, we going post game. Hey, Coach, let us know about the let out too. The let out.
Yeah, I might. Coach running, man. I ain't worried about the let out here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm worried about the after party. Because after the party is the after party, and after the party is the hotel lobby. Then after the lobby, then it's probably this. Because after that cane juice in my head. Anyway, I'm done.
Okay. All right.
I'm chilling. But no, real quick, man. I did a prediction last night of Coach Coop. For y'all that don't know, Coach Coop does a show, and he's giving out $500 if you hit it on the head. Here's my prediction right now. Y'all ready? You ready, 12?
Yeah.
$45-3, Miami.
Wow.
45-3, Miami.
Hey, listen, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's a why not us on the Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's called steroids. That's a why not us on the Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right? That's a joke, guys. So listen, I like it, Coach. But I think it's going to be a little closer than that. I think we come out and we fight. I think Clemson going to underestimate what we have for them. I think Gaddis calls a fantastic game. I think the Canes come out on the road. We've been playing well. My prediction, Miami 33, Clemson 30. Borregales wins it with the field goal.
Borregales. Oh, 12. Guess what's happening right now, 12?
Yes.
Hold up. Make sure I'm on point here. 12. Guess what's happening, 12?
Oh, we got a game going on, huh?
Me and you in the fantasy. Let me see if I'm whooping your behind right now. Hold up, 12. Okay, hold up. Tell me, dog out.
I saw you on the wire.
Hey, Luke. You lied, dog. Hit him up.
That's clean.
There you go.
Clean, Coach.
Yeah. That boy got the ski mask on with some Mary J. Blige. But I ain't a thug in love. What I'm telling you. That boy got the ski mask and the Mary J playing.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
you
hey,
two
hey,
don't
coach,
bounce.
hey, coach, we call it
Yeah.
a sensitive thug. They all need hugs. They all need hugs, coach.
That boy is funny. Hold up, I'm trying to see if I'm whooping. Hey, I'm playing Brother J Blaze too. That boy whooping me right now, 34-0. Jesus.
Hey,
I hear y'all up there, ladies. I hear y'all, ladies. Y'all hear? Hold up.
And I won't change my mind, 'cause I feel so good.
What else?
When you're doing all the things that you want.
There they go. They ready. I love it. Good job, lady. But now go ahead, Troy. What you saying?
No, I'm saying, hey, tonight you go down. Guess what they say? I'm the captain now. All right, so just stay tuned.
Hey, it's 45-26 right now. You up, bro? You killing me.
That don't mean nothing. It's got a long day. Long day. Hey, coach, before you leave out of here, who you got? Let's do a prediction with FAMU and Bethune. What you thinking?
FAMU 28, Bethune 14.
28-14.
Willie Simmons got them boys rolling. Simmons got them boys rolling.
I got FAM 30, Bethune 17.
All right, I like it. But dog, we done did an hour, man.
Hey, man.
Oh, go ahead. I'm
man.
good. I'm good though. If you got time, I got time.
No, we're gonna roll out of here. If you want to get some predictions from the crowd, let's do a few real fast and then we get up out of here, man. We've been live or not.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Or we wait till post game and we keep it moving.
Nah, that's all good. Let me see here. Let's see what I got here. We got them old school rattlers coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mr. Wilcox.
Hey,
Mr. Wilcox, she like my sign. Look, Mr. Wilcox said I designed the sign. I sure did. Look at that.
Hey, we got them. Hey, listen, we got them AARP rattlers coming through this thing. Hold on. Silver sneakers.
Let's see.
Old school, new school. You should have seen it. Burn, baby, burn like just go inferno. Let me see. I can't find them. The rattlers done went back in their hole, man. They must have saw this pirate standing here and knew what time it was.
All right, coach. So we're gonna wrap this thing.
But anyway,
brother.
Real quick, what we got? Yeah, man, we good. Real quick, I'm just trying to see.
Go ahead.
No. Nice meeting you too, man. Nice meeting you too. Yeah, we're gonna see what the deal is, man. I'm trying to find a house divided. That's what I'm really looking for. I'm looking for a Bethune and a FAMU person walking together. That's really what I'm looking for.
Well, let me know, coach. If you're gonna, you think you're gonna be home to take the call in? We're gonna be able to call in the post game.
Yeah. I'll be home for the post game.
Okay, so
I seen it. Hey, I seen a dude walking with a red dog. So that's crazy.
Oh,
yeah. I guess we're supposed to be orange, but it was a red dog instead. That's nuts, bro.
Hey, listen, guys.
I guess the dot didn't work.
Following, the phone lines will be open. Coach is gonna be home by the time the game ends.
Yeah, we get the phone lines open by then.
We're gonna open the phone lines. It's been a couple weeks that we haven't opened the phone line. So if y'all had the phone number saved, let's get going. Open the phone lines. It's been a while. We want to hear from everybody. We want to hear from the Canes fans, the non-Canes fans. Blow the line up. You know, post game is normally very, very lively, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be immediately right after. It's already set up. I just got to post it. I think I got it set for 7 o'clock. Again, forget the time. I got to put a time in there. So just as soon as the game is over, within the next 5 to 10 minutes after the game is over, we will be live. So just hold tight with us, and we'll be right back on, man. But I got to put a time in there. So I always try to look at about 2.5, 3 hours or something like that. I may change it later. But anyway, but 12, man, no, I appreciate you, man, for changing your stuff for me, man. We got something for you. But look at them old school cues back there. Look at them old school cues. Yes, sir.
Hey, go, meow, meow, meow. See what happens.
I don't want none of that pressure. Go
meow.
Hold on, there we go, right there. Look.
There we go. Hey, coach,
y'all see that?
Boom. Hey, go.
They getting it.
See what happens.
Look at this. They getting it. Look, you see him? Can you see him, 12?
No, I can't see. Hey, coach, start singing Atomic Dog and see what happens.
Watch that band right there. Watch it. Can you see this? Can you see this, 12?
Oh yeah, the old schoolers. That's what I'm talking about. Electric slide.
There you go.
There we go.
Us.
Woo! Skin to win. Cha-cha slide. Take it back. Cha-cha real slow. Man, you gotta love it, coach. You gotta love it.
Hey,
coach.
that's what the coach all about.
Yeah,
That's what the
man.
coach all about. Brother, we live right now. And why do I know your face?
I'm Wilbert T. Holloway.
Come here. I need to talk to you. We live right now.
All right.
And you are related to Wholesome Holloway, Dwayne Holloway.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my second oldest son.
That's right. So I do a cane show.
Oh, no. That's my grandson.
That's your grandson.
Wholesome, yeah.
That's correct. So I knew when you walked across, I saw your face.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Wholesome, y'all's grandfather, y'all. So I see he's queued out. He queued up. You ever come talk live to the Miami Hurricanes?
I still can. All right.
You gonna come talk live? Come on. We live right now. So guess what? This is your mic right here, sir.
Hey.
So I have Mr.
Wilbert T. Holloway.
Wilbert T. Holloway.
Yes, sir.
Right out of Miami, of course.
Yeah. Former Florida State representative, former school board member of Miami-Dade County.
Right. That's right.
And we're out here celebrating these HBCUs in this classic confrontation. Okay.
The classic confrontation. I love it. Okay.
Yeah. This is well, I'm a mighty wildcat. So, that's
not your fault. I'm a Hampton Pirate, but I get it.
All right. We're all blessed. This is one experience that you don't want ever to miss. But if you do get the opportunity, make sure you support our HBCUs. Miami, we love you. We love you, Canes, and we love all that you're doing down in South Florida to make us one big community.
Definitely, man. So I see you got your purple on and you represent the
yes.
almighty Omega Psi Phi, right?
Yes, this is my 55th year in Omega. I pledged back in 1967. So I'm here and enjoying seeing my other fraternity brothers, and all three of my sons are fraternity brothers, and pretty soon Wholesome will be in that.
That's right. Let me ask you quickly about the fraternities, because people hear about fraternities, Divine Nine, and a lot of our fan base, the Hurricane fan base, but a lot of them may or may not know about HBCUs and what they represent and what fraternities and sororities represent. Can you talk to them a little bit about what the fraternity life and sorority life is like? Because we just stepped over there, we saw some of the old school over there doing it. So talk to us a little bit about what that whole brotherhood and sisterhood is like.
Well, you got to remember, these social service community organizations were founded at a time of segregation. And so as our fraternities and at our HBCUs evolved, we've become more and more community-minded to support and to bind together us of like minds in my fraternity, in scholarship, in uplifting our community, in supporting all of our friendship is essential in my fraternity, and I'm sure in all the other organizations. We were segregated. It was a chance back for us to come together on the college campus, like-mindedness, and to work together for the good of our college community, and then subsequently our outside communities at home.
That's awesome, man. Well, I knew I recognized you. I'm from Miami myself. We've been American Senior High.
Yes.
And we were talking off there, but yeah, I know it's a lot of the same people. But give a shout out to Wholesome Holloway.
Yeah.
He got a show coming on, man. Dwayne Holloway.
Man,
He gonna be crazy to see.
Yeah.
Granddaddy on TV, man.
His grandmother's back there dancing in the red when you did all.
Oh, that's who that was.
That's his grandmother.
Wholesome, I got you, baby.
Yeah. So this is our chance to come up and to celebrate each other and all the likeness we have.
I love it. Well, guess what? Wholesome has a tagline called "That Great Quality Content." Sir, I have to say you just gave us some great quality content as well. So running the family, man. Thank you so much.
All right.
I really appreciate it, man.
Good
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Definitely.
Thank you.
That was a pleasure, man. Look here, man. That's awesome.
Coach.
I didn't even realize I'm filming Wholesome Grandmama. What's going on here, man?
Coach, that was an awesome in a nutshell. What an interview, man. Hey, Q from the top to bottom, looking good. How he did his thing. That's what it's about, man. I was just smiling, bro, when he was just talking. Shout out Wholesome One.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's great content. Hey, you gotta let them know. We got Grandpa Wholesome on camera.
On camera, I love it, man. I'm gonna send him a tweet. I'm gonna send him a text as soon as I get off. But 12, I'm good. If you good, we got 180 in the building. Like I said, man, right here, Alex Tabio. All the information is in the description. Anything you need to do with home financing, maybe even a little credit repair if you're close. I'll let him. The game is gonna start. Coach about to go over here and get Heath to help.
Well, think we lost Coach, but listen, I'm
going to
Coach
get
is
some
back.
fried crawfish.
Okay.
They say to us, some fried fish, some deep fried rib. Coach might catch a heart attack. I may not even see you at 7. I might be in the emergency room, boy.
Nah, we don't need that. Hey, go,
hey, I'm getting it all, everything.
Hey, Coach, but go ahead and get you your see-through bag. Just kind of hold it in your hand or wear it on your shoulder, man. Coach, get your see-through bag. Hey, get your Hamptons Pirates see-through bag. We don't really like them at Tennessee State, but get your Hamptons see-through bag, but hold it in your hand. I don't want you to put it around your neck like it's a big, you know what I mean? So get your see-through
See that
bag.
right there? You see that?
Support the brother. Hey, get your boy Peanuts and holler at me after the game, man. Hey, listen, Canes fan, look for the victory. Again, I came in, why not us Saturday? And all y'all who hate on the Canes, we'll holler at you later. We out of here, Coach. TSU
As
all
always,
day,
go
baby.
Canes.
Canes always.
Hey, my